Now, where there tends to be a little bit more debate is what does this entail for the poor? Now, interestingly, trade theory tells us that it's now this question of distribution, that trade liberalization does lead to winners and losers. Trade theory tells us under very plausible circumstances that trade liberalization should benefit those factors of production which are abundant in a country. Now, in a country like India, the abundant factor of production would be labor, semi-skilled labor, unskilled labor. And so trade theory should tell us that actually when you have trade liberalization, the poor should benefit, especially in a country like India. However, for that channel to work, for trade to lead to better opportunities for the poorer segments of society, for unskilled workers, semi-skilled workers, what we need is this ability of workers and firms to relocate, not just geographically. What I mean is move to new sectors. The bottom line is that when you have factors in the economy that impede this flow from one sector to the other, you could actually have a situation where trade liberalization doesn't benefit the poor as much, the abundant factor in the Indian case. And so, in other words, there is a solid need to look at this issue in an empirical manner. We can't just leave it to theory. The relationship between trade and poverty ultimately has to be worked out and determined using hard data, and that's what we try to do. In this paper, we look at poverty in India through the NSS surveys. We look at poverty at the state level and at the NSS region level. We work with approximately what today would be 18 major states of India. So we've got Bihar, Chhattisgarh, MP, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and so on and so forth. And we also look at this relationship at a more disaggregated level. The National Sample Survey, what they do is they take each state and they break it down into these agroclimatic subregions. So for example, Andhra Pradesh will have about 4 subregions within it. So we look at the issue of poverty both at the state level and this NSS region level.